let's go ahead and just import some of the essentials. Import ccxt, JSON, import pandas as PD, import numpy as np, import don't share config as ds. We're going to do from date time, import date, date time, time zone, and tz info. I don't know if I'll need that one, but let's go ahead and import time and schedule. Perfect, perfect. We need to import my keys. So let's go ahead and do that. And the other day, I messed up one of my keys and it was bad because then I just, you know, if you don't have the right keys, you're not gonna make it. The keys are what taps you into the actual exchange. So now we want to go ahead and just say Femix, just to make sure we're connected. Femix dot get balance, fetch balance, fetch balance. Let's go ahead and wrap that up and then click print, and let's see if it fetches our balance. Perfect, so we're connected, which is great. We want to go ahead, and I have this other file that we made together, and it's called Nice Funks. I wonder what Nice Funks 2 is. I can't quite remember. Well, I'm not quite sure right now. I have to go back and watch my videos. Part of the reason I make those videos is so I can, wow, those videos, as in these videos, so I can look back and remember what happened. But let's go ahead and import Nice Funks as import Nice Funks as n. I think I can make this a little smaller now so I can see that chart. You already know the strategy. It's up here as well. Put it down here. I don't know if you can see that. I know it's pretty small. BTC is really down here, which is nuts. But we've been coding this together. We've kind of seen this, you know? If you've been here on the channel for a while, we've kind of seen this trending this way for a while. So it's not too nuts, but let's go ahead and figure out what else we need to do. So we want to go ahead and get the trend. We need to make sure our bet size is 500. So how can we do that? I'm gonna put the symbol as ETH. I wanna trade ETH. No, let's trade BTC because I already got a bot running on ETH. So let's just trade BTC, and let's just go ahead and make that the symbol for now. Equals UBTC USD, and size equals All right, so let's see what's going on here. BTC. Okay, so here we are. So what we need to figure out is size. We need size of 500 equals $500, because we're going to do trade 1 size is 500, trade 2 size is 1,000, trade 3 size is 2,000, trade 4 and 5. Right? So how do we do that? We go to the contracts, make sure it's contract, and we're on the right one. We're on the USD. Let's just see how much 500 is. I'm gonna use, I don't know how much leverage I'm gonna use. Let's just keep it at 10 for now. I think that's gonna be fine. That's a lot of leverage. I typically don't do that. I obviously have a large leverage position right now, but that was a bot that I built, and I'm actually gonna have to hand exit this trade, but this is a bot I built, so I let it go with the large leverage that it chose. And I'll show you more about that later. Like I said, you know, I felt like I was kind of overwhelming you guys with too much content. You know, I make a new bot every single day, but the problem with doing that on YouTube is, you know, the bots take me 3-4 hours to make, and it might take me 3-4 videos to make, you know, and you know, I can't take up all your time. So what I do is I take that code and I put it into the bootcamp, and you can get all that bootcamp. I try to make it like super duper like affordable, just because I want everybody to be able to learn this stuff. You don't have to be a magician. You can see that I'm working on this right now, and I don't have a degree in engineering or any of that stuff. So that's all BS if they try to make you think that. So we need to figure out what $500 is. So the cost of 10 is that. Let's see what 100 is. 100 is that. So 200 is 388. This is with 10x leverage again. 250. Okay, let's do 250. 250 contracts is $485 at this price. I actually want to do a little bit lower because I think the price is pretty low right now, and I don't know what's going to happen, but let's do 436. So that's 225. So 225. 225 is 436. But check in on this as price changes. Because this account, I don't know how much this account has in it. 3,000, 4,000, about 10,000, I guess, is in this account. So bet one is around 500, then it's gonna be around 1,000, then it's gonna be around 2,000. This is super easy to adjust too. So like, I just want to get this going. You know what? I'm putting size 1 for now, but later, once we know this works, I'll go ahead and use 225. So I don't know why it took so long to figure that out. My bad. All right, so next thing is, let's go ahead and build out what we need to do, because I'm kind of all over the place right now. Again, I'm sorry, I apologize. Just woke up, haven't had a full cup of coffee yet. So I'm gonna grab that here in a second, by the way, because, all right, so step 1, get size. Step 2, figure out bet size 1 through 5. Find trend on 4 hour. Find SMA 15 minute and 0.3 over under. I'm actually just gonna build it for over right now, just because this is a bearish market, and once we become bullish again, I'll just make those tweaks real quick. By the way, if you want all this code and learn exactly how to become an algo trader, even if you don't know how to algo trade, all of that is in the bootcamp below. There's a link for that. 15-minute SMA. What else do we need to figure out here? So we're gonna do the trend following, 5 losses in a row. Trend following, 15 minutes as an hour for if open as a short, if over, open as long. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward from here. So we'll get size. Let's just call that size 1. Size 2 equals size 1 times 2, and then size 3. Remember, we're doubling the bet every time. I keep saying bet because it's like kind of what it is. Size 4 equals size 3 times 2. Size 5 equals size 4 times 2. Okay, so let's just print all these out real quick. And this should show us the exact sizes we will be betting if we lose. So I don't know if I said this already, but essentially it's gonna reset. Like for example, if we lose this one, we're gonna go to trade 2 and we're gonna have this size. If we lose this one, we'll have this size. But if we win this one, we'll go back to 0 or the initial size. That makes sense? So trade 1, trade 2, trade 3, trade 4. And we just keep doubling, but then we go back to it. So let's go ahead and print this out. So 1 gets to 2, a 2 gets to 4, 4 gets to 8, 8 gets to 16. Now let's see what happens if we put 500 in here just to double check. Perfect. This is what we actually want later. First bet size 500, 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000. It's exactly what we had mentioned earlier. So let's go back to it. Go to 1 for now for testing purposes. 1, 2, 4, and 8. Okay. So we get the size, and then we figure out 1 through 5. Done, done. Now we want to figure out the 4-hour trend. We can remove that print. And we want to find the 4-hour trend. And I know we have a simple way of finding this out. And what's cool about this is that we did a lot of this. We have a trending bot, which is nice. I just got to figure out where it's at. And again, I apologize for the pauses here. I put the music on in the background for those pauses. Just because I got to think about things, you know? So I think I need to import nice functions too. This is another nice functions file that we built together here on this channel. There should be another video if you want to see kind of the details of that.